Hi, Robin. This is Todd Young, October 24th, 2017, and this is your SEO review for the past 30 days. And I let it go a few more days just so we could get some good analytics, which we have. So this page might look familiar. You know, this has, of course, your domain and the beginning of like the dashboard, if you would, of your analytics. And things are going very, very well for the past 30 days. So you'll be able to see the increase in just the past 30 days. And the past 30 days is exciting because it's really the first amount of data that I've been able to collect where I've shown and been able to show the difference in the rankings for the different key terms. Before I showed you, how many key terms, like I'll show you here. Here, this particular page will show you your organic research. And this is, again, this will probably look familiar to you in a moment, where, I started here in June, July area, and where the key terms started going up. Now this, is the growth in the amount of key terms. So you can see here in August, I think I did a video here like in mid-September. This is actually the end of August. Here's the end of September. And this is not really an accurate number because we're not at the end of October yet. So, the positions probably, I'm kind of guessing it'll probably wind up being over 400. But from here, if you look at the number 4 through 10 position, which is page 1, and then, to page 2 on Google listings is 11 through 20. So that's kind of what that depicts. So you can see here from the last video, we went really from 3 positions, or we probably had more by the time that was shot. That particular video here at the end of September, we shot up to 18 and then 42 on the second page. So there was a dramatic jump really from the last video that we did, and I'll show you here the key terms in a moment. And of course, we have the different jump from September. You have 18, now we have 21 on the first page, and then we're not done. We'll probably wind up with a few more. And then 11 through 20, which is page 2, we went from, literally, 46, 42, which is, some of those jumped up. So you look at the number 3 position, 21 through 50, that went from 66 to 85 and then to 93. So you can see all those keywords are moving up. You see in the rankings, which moving up means they're going from page 4 to page 3 to page 2, and then eventually they're going to start popping up on page 1, which they already are. And I'm going to show you that here in just a moment. So I'll go down here and I'll scroll down to these key terms. These are the organic positions. In parentheses is the old position. That's where it used to be. And then the one on the left is the new position. And then over here, it shows you the update. And all these key terms don't always update, at the same time. It's just, that's Google's algorithms. So you can see over here that, you have different days that they update. The positions that they used to be in, used to be on position 4 for this one. Now here used to be in position 8. Now your number. So you can see here, these are the 5th position. These particular key terms. And you can see just probably as of our last video even, a lot of these were on page 2. 8, 9, and 10, that was page 1, but you're at the bottom of page 9, or page 1, in the 9, 10th, and 11th position. And then let me scroll down a little bit further. And you can see some of these positions where you're on page 10, 11, and of course, you're down to 7 and 8. So you can see these are all moving up, these search terms that you really weren't ranking for, really, for all intents and purposes, any meaningful position, which means, you really got to be on page 1, and you got to be at the upper side of page 1 for that matter. You can see a lot of these, you were number 12 position, now you're number 11, you were number 21, 23, 25 position, now you're number 11 for some of these, even local towns. Number 11, 12, 13. So these numbers continue to move up, and you can see, as you scroll down here, you're on, 22. That's page 3. 22, 23, 29, 21. So now a lot of these search terms, now you're on, really the top of page 2. Here, if you will. So continuing to move up. It's very, very exciting to watch this happen through the work that I'm doing, and it's a lot of work, of course, but tedious and time consuming. You'll hear that word a lot from me because it's the matter of factly what it is. Here's your mobile search. So this shows your mobile search continuing up with keywords. Mobile is a hard SEO to do, but we're doing it. But because Google's tight-lipped on it. You can see we went from 12 to, a lot of this is cleanup, by the way, which I've been doing over the past several months. So whenever you see yourself losing a position, it's because it was not a buying key term. It was probably the name of a flower arrangement. So going back here to your desktop, and going here to the traffic now key, because we were looking at keywords. Here's your traffic. I took over, June, July, here's August, and, here was our last video that we did. So, and again, August here, we're not done. So if we come down here, our traffic was 29. It moved, I think, to 50 to 60 as of last video. It shot to 100, so the traffic is increasing. So that's a lot of the traffic and the sales that you're getting now is from the organic traffic. A lot of the sales that you were getting, really just previously to me, not for a long period of time, was from your Google pay-per-click advertising. So you've kind of transferred it from your pay-per-click advertising that you were spending hundreds of dollars a month doing to now you've transferred that money over to organic marketing, which is what I'm doing. And so, so that's where you're getting the sales now. So it's transferred. If you were to do pay-per-click advertising, it would increase your sales that much more, but you're not paying for that advertising. And it's not, you're not coming up with many key terms as well. So we're up to 115 as far as traffic is concerned right now. And again, the month isn't done. So it'll probably be up here in the 120 some range, probably for traffic, and continue to grow. I can, show you what your traffic has been all time. So I can actually take a look at this and I can see when you probably either did pay-per-click campaigns, or you had somebody working, on your site, or maybe you had another person doing your site back here in the beginning of 2016 and 2015. And then it shows flat activity, for all these years that you can see. And that's your traffic. And here's your keywords, same thing. Keywords shot up in October 2015. And, you had these types of keywords. And a lot of these, again, were not necessarily buying key terms. They were names of flower arrangements, and it's probably because you were, the company that you were with at the time, whoever had your website, just set it up that way. And so now you're ranking for buying key terms. So you see that number 4 position through 10. That's page 1. So now you got buying key terms. Like Floriston, Oklahoma, Northwest Oklahoma City is an example. So. And that's grown to 18 and grown to 21. But now you have look at what you have on page page 2. That's grown dramatically in page 3 and page 4. So it's moving up very, very well. As an example, here's a search that I'm signed out of Google, as you can see here. So this is a blind search, meaning there's no history to it. I did a search for Northwest Oklahoma City florist, and you can see that's got 379,000 results. So people do that search. So that particular search, you're number 1 in the map. And my software doesn't show the map listings. And this is very important. People call that's why you should be getting a lot more phone calls from this, because now you're on this map, which you weren't on before. And I'm also optimizing your site for Google Home, which you haven't seen that yet because it's not in your area, but it's a listing very similar to this. But imagine up top seeing these florist names. Imagine seeing them up here, but horizontally. That's what Google Home is. As I told you before, you're going to be competing with Home Advisor and all these other home improvement, home services companies, and they just haven't brought it to Oklahoma yet. Then actually, it's not in a lot of America. It's actually in about 10% of the cities, and it's being beta tested right now. But they already know they're coming out with it nationwide. They just haven't done it yet. So, and I'm getting your site ready for that too. So very exciting. The optimization is working very well for the short amount of time, going into the 3rd, 4th month now. And you can see you're in the number 3 listing right here. For that, and the telephone number here, this actually helps out with our optimization. And again, people don't call our website saying, they don't look at that and say, I want to, order flowers. They do that right here. So, and that's why, and then we want you calling them. We want your customer calling you directly, through that telephone number. And again, it helps out with optimization. This one right here helps out this domain name for optimization. But on the website itself, it's for, web problems, of course. We've talked about that before. So anyway, things are going very well. Again, try to keep this down to 10 minutes. But you can see that with all the key terms, like this one right here, Northwest Oklahoma OK Florist. Let me go down to the number 5 position, because you can see that this search for Julianne's Floral is in the number 3 position, actually. See, right here? But if we go and we take a look at the number 3 position, let's see if we see this search term of NWOK florist in the number 3 position. See, you don't even see it. So, this software is not even picking it up. Not yet. It will probably in the future, but this Google search is real time. This is showing right now. So you even from the time that a lot of these updates to your key terms have come in, this is real time. So this even shows that the optimization is done even better over just the past week because of this listing right here and where you are, you're number 3. So this will continue to happen until you start moving into the number 1 position for all different key terms, and you start moving into the map for more and more key terms, and that equates to sales. So I appreciate you hanging in there and having faith. It's the tough part is the beginning. But yeah, this again, you can see the fruitfulness of what's transpiring so far. So if you have any questions, please reach out to me. Jill just messaged me before the video and told me that you ladies and your mom had a lot of fun shooting that video for the thank you page, and I'm sure I'll enjoy watching that. And by the way, I hope you enjoyed making that video, because they are lots of fun. And when you realize how much money they will make you through your website and through your branding online, you're going to want to do one every day. And so, and I learned that a long time ago. So, again, video is a chance for people to see you, and it personalizes your website. And, again, we want another video that, says, welcome, to my website. Thank you very much. Please shop around, introduce yourself, how long you've been in business. And, if they have any questions, please feel free to call me on the telephone number you see at the website up at the top. Thank you. Have a great day. So that's like a welcome message to your website. So thanks for doing these videos. They help out tremendously. They're part of your branding. They bring you sales, and it's the kind of thing that's going to help you outrank your competitors that are at the top of the search engine for many, many different key terms. And all your competitors, who they are. And so, as time goes on, we will be outranking them. So anyway, thank you so much, Robin, and you have a great day, and we'll be talking to you real soon. Take care.